How would you like an uncanny ability to know what a woman is really thinking about you? If you want to read her mind, then here's the good news. You're about to learn a technique that most men never know about over a lifetime. Before we start, let's talk about women. Why are they so hard to figure out, you think? It's because they don't behave as they say, isn't it? I mean, there's always a mismatch between what they say and what they do. They're constantly mysterious and unpredictable. And guess what? That's normal. Indirectness is in the female nature, and it's by design. Why? It's because it's meant to test men, and it's something they use to filter out the undesirables from the real men. Who's a real man? Well, it's a man who is smart and experienced enough to get women. He understands what women want without getting told by the ladies outright. Women desire real men who know what they want by the power of observation. So if you know how to decipher a woman, you'd have a leg up over 95% of the men she'll ever meet in her life. Now, here's the good news. It's a skill anyone, which means you, can learn. All it takes is to play a simple game with women. And that's the game you're about to learn here today, a game we call the Mind Reader. So what's this Mind Reader game all about? First, let's talk about where it all started because it's quite important. Every student of psychology will know who Carl Jung is. If physics has its Einstein, psychology has its genius in Carl Jung. That's how important he is. Many decades ago, Jung invented the game. He created it to treat his patients with mental issues like phobias and anxiety. Sigmund Freud later adopted and refined the game for his own use. And if you know Shogun method, you know who Freud is. He's simply the godfather of psychotherapy and modern mind control. We Shoguns are the spiritual and intellectual descendants of Freud. Derek Rake first taught me this game after modifying it to use on women. Today, we know the game as the Mind Reader. Shoguns have used the game for years, but only recently, Derek has given us the green light to teach it to outsiders. So you, too, can use the game to uncover what a woman really feels about you, and here's how you do it. Let's say you're with a woman you find attractive, and you sense she's somewhat interested in you too. Unfortunately, she seems to be hiding her true feelings. You're not sure if she really likes you or if she's just being polite. What do? You play the Mind Reader game, of course. First, you tell her, hey, since we're getting to know each other better, let's play a game. I'll say a word, and then you reply with the very first word that comes into your mind. Okay, let's go. And when she agrees, you're good to go. So here's how you play the Mind Reader game in 3 steps. The first step is you start with a neutral word. Let's say you mention the word country, and she might respond with the name of a country she wants to visit. She might also reply with the country you're in right now, which means she's happy where she is. It doesn't matter what she replies with. The first word's purpose is to warm her up and get her into the game. Got that? Good. The second step is to move to a more risque word. This is something that connotes dating, romance, sex, or relationships. For instance, your second word might be boyfriend. If she's open to it, she might reply with fun, or exciting, or even better, you. That's your clue that, yes, she does like you. Now, what if she says something like no, or difficult, or another guy's name? Then it's a sign she's not interested in dating you. And then, you finish the game with another neutral word, like hobbies, or future, or school. Again, it won't matter what she replies to the third word. Its purpose is to camouflage the second word and erase any suspicions she might have. That's it. 3 words, and you uncover how she feels about you. From there, you can decide where to take things. If she's interested in you, you can deepen the conversation and get more personal. You can also offer to move somewhere else and continue to date there. Meanwhile, if she's not interested in you, you can just have a friendly chat about her replies to your neutral words. You can also cut the date short and go about your day. It's up to you. At least now, with the Mind Reader game, you'll know precisely how she feels and what to do next. No more wasted evenings wondering what if. And that, my friend, is how to know what she's thinking. Remember, women are, by nature, indirect. This means that, to deal with women, the indirect approach is appropriate, and the Mind Reader game is an excellent example of that. Of course, it's not the only way to approach women indirectly. There are many others, and you'll want to master as many of them as you can. That's why schools of thought like Shogun method are rapidly growing today. It's all about understanding the female mind and how to attract women indirectly. It's a stark contrast to conventional advice that tells you to give it to a woman straight. They tell you honesty is the best policy, and we all know how stupid that is, especially when dealing with women. Not only that, Shogun method is also the opposite of what pickup artists do. After all, when picking up women, your intentions are obvious from the start, right? A woman will know straight up if you're trying to pick her up. Instead, Shogun method stands on the shoulders of giants like Jung and Freud, and that's why it works so well. It's all about a deep understanding of the female psychology. Now, here's the kicker though. Shogun method is a closed brotherhood, and it's usually not open to outsiders. But guess what? I am extending an invitation to you, my friend, to join it. So, here's what to do. At the end of this video, you'll see a link. It'll take you to a special online masterclass by Shogun Method. There, you'll get a sample of how Shogun Method works and why it's so effective on women. Not only that, you'll also arm yourself with one of the most powerful tactics in the Shogun Method arsenal. It's all in the online masterclass, which you can join now. So, when the link comes up at the end of the video, click it. There, enter your best email address. Then, wait for your invitation ticket to appear in your inbox. Once you get it, you'll be on your way to learning the best way of attracting women, bar none. Your love life will never be the same again. Trust me on this. So, go ahead. Click the link and join the online masterclass now. If you don't see the link, go straight to fractionationhypnosis.com or scroll down to the comments below. Join the Brotherhood and be a Shogun.